When it comes to managing migraine attack, many people focus on only medication and they miss the deeper behavior, mindset, and habits that either fuels progress or sabotage it. Today, I'll be talking to you and sharing with you a framework that I created. This is called the Gray Matter Framework. The Gray Matter Framework was designed to help you step into being a fixer rather than being stuck as a victim. Let's be honest. Most people fail the gray matter. They fail the gray matter, most people. And that's why they are trapped, and many stay trapped. What happens when you fail to gray? And here is what failure looks like. The first one is not being grateful, gratitude, not injecting gratitude into your constantly complaining, pay more focus on the pain, the problem that you're having, continuously dwelling on what's missing in your life, constantly in the cycle of just complaining, feeling the pain, complaining, looking at all the negative things that is happening in your life. And you know what? This increases stress. And stress is a known migraine trigger. So constantly complaining, not being grateful, that's one failure. And that is how many people fail the gray matter. Rather than constantly complaining, inject gratitude. Look for things to be grateful for. And I'm not talking about you being um, too positive, because there's such a thing as toxic positivity, but more like looking at things that you're grateful for rather than dwelling on the pain. Because what happens is when you shift your mind from the pain and move it towards being thankful, being grateful, you start to feel less pain. The second way that you're failing the gray matter is R. That is not rebalancing your gut, just eating anything because, YOLO, you only live once type of attitude. Oh, I love food. And you consume just about anything because you love it. You don't want to deprive yourself. Eating and drinking just about anything is one way in which you are not rebalancing your gut health. Neglecting gut health is one of the key reasons why most people still remain in having chronic pain. And for example, think about it. There is the gut-brain axis, and this is very critical in migraine. A poor diet and a worsening digestive system can affect how your medication is absorbed in your body. So paying particular attention to what you eat and what you drink and how that is affecting your gut is key, because the brain gut axis, like I mentioned, plays a key role in your overall brain health and in reducing the amount of migraine attacks that you get. Because if your gut is not in optimal condition, the medication you're taking, if you're eating nutritious food, things like that, if your gut health is not that healthy, these good, lovely substances, the food, and even some medication that that have been engineered to get rid of the pain, they might not absorb properly in your body. And so you just carry on having that same cycle. Oh, I take medication, the medication doesn't work. I get more migraine attacks. I'm still in constant pain. I'm still feeling nauseous. I'm still feeling tired and lethargic. Rebalancing your gut is a way to avoid failing the gray matter. Eating food that triggers migraine, anyhow, you just eat food that triggers migraine. So things like red wine, mature cheeses, maybe you're intolerant to gluten, some chocolate, you have like coffee, caffeine, maybe that is your trigger. But because you like the way it tastes, you like the way it feels, you don't want to miss out in life. So you take those, or even maybe perhaps you don't know what your trigger, but these are examples of foods that are known to be a migraine trigger. So looking to either eliminate them from your diet or reduce it and just track how your body is responding to them, that is another way of you aiming to rebalance your gut health. The third point is remove toxins. Having toxins in your life is one way that people fail the gray matter. Toxins could be environmental toxins. It could even be medication overuse, because especially if you self-diagnose that you have a migraine and you're constantly taking pain medication because you believe that this is what will solve the problem of the migraine. And I'll tell you something, that most people that self-diagnose as having migraine don't necessarily have a migraine, but rather have a different form of headache. And so because they've misdiagnosed themselves, they are now taking medication that is not really suitable for that particular type of headache. And so they take it and they keep taking it, or because the pain is still there, they take a different type of pain medication, constantly taking a different type of pain medication, and that leads to medication overuse. Poor air quality, those horrible fluorescent light. You might even use public transport and the fumes from that. All those toxins seeps into your body. Using maybe harsh chemicals to clean the house, and you're inhaling those smells, those fumes, maybe perfumes are even quite sensitive to those. There are certain smells that people are sensitive to, and for some reason you still have that around. Those having toxins in your environment is one way that you are failing the gray matter. Another form of toxins that you might be holding on to is emotional toxins. For instance, holding on to bitterness, resentment, unforgiveness, stress. These all multiplies the pain. It does multiply the pain and causes you to fail the gray matter. I'll encourage you to consider your genealogy, because I'm sure you've heard there are some studies that suggest that migraine is genetic. Yes, diseases can run through your bloodline, but here's the thing. You have the authority to break that cycle. Removing toxins from your life, both chemical toxins, environmental toxins, emotional toxins, removing those from your life is one way in which you can start to improve on your life and start to reduce your migraine attack. The fourth in the framework, the gray matter framework, that many people are failing is not having or taking atomic actions. That means not taking small total steps and wanting to just do everything all at once. Avoiding habits like just small tweaks in habit. So perhaps hydration, so drinking water. I know you don't like people telling you to drink water because you would most likely have drank the water. But how much are you drinking of water? Are you drinking small bits throughout the day? Or are you saying, oh, I'm going to chug loads of it at a particular time of the day? What habits are you implementing in your life? Because not taking small, consistent steps or making small, consistent changes in your lifestyle, you're more prone to not implement those lifestyle changes. So doing things bit by bit, little by little, injecting it into your life, into your routine, constantly doing just a little bit of it, not trying to do a lot of it at one time. This will help you when you implement tiny, tiny steps, little changes, not 5,000 changes at once. No, little changes. Because the thing is, you want to be able to track. You want to be able to see what is working, what's not working. So what I'm encouraging you to do is not to skip the small wins like hydration, like having a consistent sleep routine, implementing good sleep hygiene, like journaling your migraine journey. Because when you're not doing things consistently, it leads to stagnation. And then the cycle carries on again because you're stagnated and then you're having more pain. And then so I need to make change. I need to make change. And then you go and then make inconsistent changes. And then you give up, get stagnation again. The goal is for you to avoid making sporadic life changes, making sporadic life choices, but rather be consistent. The changes or in the habits that you're implementing into your daily routine. And guess what? The right action at the right time leads to seek wise counsel, and then you act. Look for somebody that you know will be on your side, that will encourage you, will support you, will tell you the truth in love. And look for someone that understands what you're going through and not just saying it for saying sake. Seek their counsel and then take action that is suitable for your lifestyle. The fifth step in the gray matter framework that many people don't do and they just fail the gray matter is not being true to themselves, not showing up authentically as you, doing things that you feel will please the person and you want to keep the peace. That is you not being true to your true self. When you're appearing defeated, so you're being very irritable, you're helpless, or even maybe you just keep silent. You keep silent, you hide. So your silence Your silence hides the true extent to the condition that you're going through, or the struggles that you're going through. Your silence just hides your true condition from even people that care about you and genuinely want to support you. Not being open enough to the people that really want the best for you is one way that you're not being true to yourself. And that's one way that you're failing the gray matter. When you define yourself only by your migraine, I hear this all the time. Oh, my migraine made me this. My migraine is causing me to this. My migraine. You're giving, you basically identifying yourself as the migraine. You abandon your passion, you abandon your giftings, your talents, you abandon your financial potential. You take on that identity of the migraine. Migraine is a health condition. It's not you. It's something that you're going through at a season, at this current season in your life. And you can overcome the migraine. You can overcome migraine attack completely. I am an example. There are thousands of people that have gotten into remission and no longer have migraine attacks. And it's possible for you. What you need to implement in your life is being your true. Losing your identity to migraine is not your calling. It's not your portion. Elevate yourself. You are not what was done to you. Absolutely not. Don't justify victimhood. You'll end up buying into it. That's if you've not already done so. You are not sentenced to a migraine life. No, you can achieve migraine relief for good. Here is the truth that I want to encourage you with, and perhaps get you to ponder on and think about. People who struggle, they stay on struggle lane. They are stuck in trial and error express, trying to figure everything out on their own and alone. People who succeed, they stay on success express. They don't ask, how can I fix alone? Rather, they do ask, who can help me achieve this result? Who can help me achieve this result faster? And another truth is that if you already knew how to achieve migraine relief and how to solve the situation that you're in, you would have done it already. You would have solved it by now. Success requires mentorship, a proven method, and a community. Closer than you think to success. You are closer than you think to complete migraine relief. You are closer to freedom, to being energetic again, to rediscovering your God-given potential. Migraine doesn't define you, and victimhood doesn't own you. The gray matter isn't just theory. It is your roadmap to becoming a fixer. My question to you is, will you take the next? Migraine doesn't have to be your life sentence. It's not normal for you to keep having migraine for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. No, you can achieve migraine relief. And one particular reason that you want to do this is because there's someone out there waiting on you. They're waiting to hear what you say they're waiting to see how you can help them, because you've got that missing piece that they need in their life. And if you are dwelling in migraine and migraine just keeps stealing your life, how are you going to reach that person? You're unique. There is only one you out here in the street. And somebody is waiting to hear on you, because what you say, how you say it, we click with them. And you could be that person that will help them get to the next stage of their life. You would have made a difference in their life. So I encourage you to look into implementing the gray matter into your life. Be grateful. Start rebalancing your gut health. Remove toxins from your life, environmental toxins, emotional toxins, chemical toxins. Remove those from your life. Start taking atomic actions, just baby step actions. Start taking that. And be your true, authentic self. Be your true, authentic self. And go out there and share your story, because we are waiting to hear from you. Until next time, to your ongoing success. Bye.